Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Thank you everyone for watching that first card show video. Things will get better in the editing department. I got a webcam, well, not a webcam, it's a faux GoPro, which I'll strap onto myself next time I'm at a card show, so I can give you guys the deeper dive look whenever I go through bargain boxes, so you guys can see what I didn't pick up too. So that's coming to the next video, which will be at the Castro Valley Plant and Sports Card Show coming this Sunday. So really looking forward to that and testing out the new GoPro-esque video. So today we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Hayward card show a little bit. That was back in June. Got a little footage of Jose Canseco, so I was really happy to run into him over there. He did an autograph signing, $30 a pop. He's one of those celebrities that are really good at like keeping the cost down for the fans, and I really appreciate that about him. So shout out to Jose Canseco for showing out. One of my favorite shows of the year because of all the amazing vendors. My favorite shows are not actually when the ones I have the best deals. It's the ones that have the best vendors, the ones that you can talk to the most, and just have a good time hanging out with for a couple of hours. So I really appreciate all the vendors that are there. My favorite show of the year thus far. Shout out to the Coliseum Kingz for hosting that show. And today we're going to go ahead and talk about a big lot I bought on eBay, because you can't get all of your cards from card shows only. You have to kind of scour around. You have to go to the yard sales, you have to go to the flea market, you have to go on eBay. And I found a really nice lot of cards for $63. Not 63, I got 63 cards for $310. A funny story about how I got there though. I had a weird but also interesting interaction with the seller. He originally listed it as an auction with best offers on, and I looked at the cards. They were all like really top names, Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, Judge, Acuna, Pete Rose autograph, like bunch of autographs and relics, which I was really interested in. And I went ahead and just made an offer. I priced everything out, made a conservative offer from my end, but also a strong one. And that's what you have to do sometimes with eBay. You got to come out strong. You can't just lowball from the start, because the buyer will not assume that you're serious about it, even if you are. So definitely come strong with the offers. And I went ahead and offered $225, which I thought was a pretty strong offer. It conveyed the message to the buyer that I'm serious, that if it's not $225, I'm willing to at least negotiate and get us close to where we need to be. So he responds a couple of hours later and asked for $300. And when he did that, I already knew $300 was something I'm comfortable with, and I have had a pretty strong feeling we were going to get the deal done. And I countered with $275, because I feel like when I'm good with your number, but I want to save a little more money, I will meet you more than halfway. So I went closer to his number than mine at $225. So at $275, I felt like it was a good chance he was going to accept. And I was really shocked when he actually declined my offer. And I realized later that I don't think he actually declined the offer. I think he ended up actually just turning offers off. So when he turned offers off, I think they just declined every single outstanding offer there is. So I went ahead and messaged the guy and said, if 300 is like your lowest, I'm willing to do that. And I was transparent with him. I was super nice, cordial, and he responded to my shock that he was like, well, 275 works for me. No questions asked. So that's all he did, 275. And then we had to kind of figure out how to get that offers back on and get the 275 done. We eventually got the deal done. I think it came out to $310 after shipping and taxes. So at the end of the day, I'm paying around like a little less than $5 a card, I think. So I was pretty happy with that overall. And I think next time, I think I would probably message the guy first, maybe not even make the offer, because I think if you message the guy first, you can kind of start the line of communication early. And luckily I got this lot early as well, because it just got listed. But you wait a little bit, some of those bids start coming in, other offers come in. It really, gets the buyer a little too happy about the value of their cards, and you might have to end up paying more. So happy about the lot. We're going to crack that open today, so stay tuned for that. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and get started. Going through these 63 cards that I got for a total of $310. I know from the lot that there was exactly 9 autos. So the first one is Pete Rose, number to 35, Grain of Salt. So Pete Rose's auto is pretty common, but still the hit king. Everyone will like it and everyone will want it for their collection. I think all these autos and lumber cards are all numbered and they're all fairly low numbers. So definitely there's a collector out there that will want it. Bob Boone, this is a relic and an auto of Bob Boone, number to 15, from this Leaf lumber set from 2024. So pretty modern, as modern as you can be since we're still in 2024. So a lot of people will want these cards. They're hot right now. Number 1 out of 10 for Craig Biggio, the 3000 hit king, or one of the 3000 hit leaders, and Craig Biggio in the Hall of Fame. This is probably going to be the most expensive card, perhaps in this lot. Johnny Bench auto out of 35. I think there might be a few of the relics that might be worth more because they have like 8 bats in one. So, but this Johnny Bench one will be highly sought out. I think this is already like a $50 card. So that already gets us $50 back off the $310. Gary Sheffield probably should be in the Hall of Fame. I know there's some allegations about whether he used steroids or not, but until proven guilty, in my opinion, he deserves to kind of have the benefit of the doubt. Number 2 out of 4, so super rare auto relic card. Awesome, awesome. Another amazing low numbered Gary Sheffield auto. Number 2 out of 7, so pretty cool. And then we have Harold Baines he's in the Hall of Fame, right? So Harold Bain, relic, auto. I think this angle is better for the glare. Sorry about that, by the way, you guys. Number 2 out of 2. Only 2 of these cards exist, and I have one in my hands right now. Part of a 63 card lot for $310. How awesome is that? Another Harold Bain. This one's numbered out 25. Another auto relic. Game used bat. Perhaps maybe they're both from the exact same bat. So pretty cool. And just so you guys know, on the back it does say you received an autographed memorabilia card from Leaf Trading Cards. On the front of the card is an authentic autograph and a piece of game used bat. So we know it's game used, which is huge. I think that's huge for Leaf and all the collectors out there. And then we have Jason Giambi, you know, Moneyball, but I think he's in a Yankee uniform right here. Jason Giambi auto. Number 7 out of 35. So pretty cool, you guys. Pretty cool. So those are the autos. I'm thinking for these 9 autos, I did the math, I can get at least $100 and maybe $110 back pretty comfortably. Probably a little bit more. So, you know, 110 out of 310, that means I just got to focus on making $200 back from the other 53 or 54 relic cards that we see in front of us. So $200 for this, I think we'll get there and make plenty of profit. So that's why I really like this lot. So let's go ahead and take a big stack and then go through the next bunch of cards. Dave Winfield, look at this home run insert. Looks like a double relic for Dave Winfield. 12 out of 40, pretty darn cool. Then we have Jeff Bagwell. Everyone loves Jeff Bagwell, especially when he was on the Astros. A really rare card, number 3 out of 3. Really cool. Game used bat. You get 2 of them with these 100 inserts, which I really like. Another Dave Winfield. So I think, you know, I might even consider making lots if there's enough of the same player. Ken Griffey Sr. I saw this card and I was like really hoping it said Ken Griffey Jr. It's just the fact that they're both red helmets that I couldn't tell based off the picture. So my bad, but nevertheless, there are Ken Griffey Sr. Collectors out there who will want this card. Very cool card. Johnny Damon, I think he's in a Yankee uniform here instead of a Red Sox one. So game used bat is a pretty thick bat, by the way, so I kind of like that. Numbered out of 7. Claudel Washington. If someone wants to kind of educate me on Claudel, I've never heard of this name before. I don't know if he's an older player. Definitely not someone who's still playing right now, but if someone in the comments section know who that is, definitely let me know. Harold Bain, pretty cool. Number out of 40. We already got a couple of his autos. Jim Rice, really cool looking lumber bat. Kind of looks like Albert Pujols in this one. Willie Randolph. People love Willie Randolph. Number out of 40 game used bat. And then check this out, guys. Who do we have here? We have, looks like Fred Lynn, Jim Rice again, Reggie Jackson, Thurman Munson, and then right there we got Rod Carew, George Brett, Catfish Hunter with a bat, interesting. And there's our man, Claudel Washington again. So this is numbered 2 out of 2. Only 2 of these cards exist in the world. Someone's going to want this. So this is a really cool looking card. I think with these 8-card relics, I think I'm going to make a lot of money on these specifically. So hopefully there's a lot more of those in the batch. Here's a 4-card relic: Carlos Beltran, Miguel Cabrera, Mark Teixeira, Giancarlo Stanton. I think the three of them played for New York teams, and Miggy, of course, played only for Detroit and the Marlins. Carlos Beltran, once again, number to 5. I think he's maybe in a, is he like in a Mets uniform here? I can't quite tell. Albert Bell. People love Albert Bell for his feistiness, his attitude. Numbered out of 20, double bat. Awesome. Another Carlos Beltran. This one's numbered out of 5, so pretty cool. First time we've seen Mark McGuire's name today. 4 out of 4. Game used bat in a St. Louis Cardinal uniform looking. Andres Galarraga. Always remembered him. So close to hitting 400 home runs. 399. I remember his last game was against the A's, and he was really old at the time, but he was trying so hard to get that 400 home run and couldn't quite do it on the last day. I remember watching his last game. Couldn't do it, but unfortunate. Sammy Sosa, you guys. I did sell another Sammy Sosa relic card for fairly cheap. Hopefully this one will go for a lot more since it's a double bat. 3 out of 30. Not bad. Johnny Mize. 1 out of 4, you guys. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then let's go ahead and get to the next stack. I don't want to, take up too much of you guys' time, but I appreciate everyone for stopping on in. Ben Ogilvy and Gorman Thompson. To be honest, I love my baseball, but I do not know either of these players. Dynamic duo. Hopefully someone out there is a big collector of these two. 41 home runs and 38 home runs, so a lot of power. Carlos Delgado, didn't he hit 4 home runs in a game once? 4 of those 473 home runs. He's not in the Hall of Fame and should be. I don't know why he's not there, but looks like maybe in the Toronto Blue Jays uniform. And I wish they had the players' pictures on here instead of the uniforms. I think that would look cooler. But nevertheless, Albert Bell, number 9 out of 9. I like those bookend numbers. Here we go, you guys. A 6-player. Is this 6 players? Yeah, it is. They just have the names written kind of, around the corners and perpendicular to one another. Bill Buckner, Dave Parker, Billy Williams, Nellie Fox. Looks like Luis Aparicio, and also another Gary Sheffield. So Lumber really love Gary Sheffield. This is 4 out of 5, 6 bats in 1. So someone's gonna want, this card for all of his glory. The bats all look very similar, so it just shows you that the inside contents of bats are very similar in general. Jeff Kent, one of Barry Bonds' best friends, out of 6. Pretty cool card. Mike Schmidt, you guys. People love Mike Schmidt. One of the most underrated players, in my opinion, ever. 548 home runs. This is number out of 30. Pretty cool. Roberto Alomar, you guys. I think I remember selling a Roberto Alomar game used bat at one point. Maybe it was a game used jersey. This is out of 40, and it has the player on it, so I kind of like that. Ryan Sandberg. I've sold a couple of Ryan Sandberg cards in my day. Very low end stuff, but so this is probably the best Ryan Sandberg card I have ever sold. Here we go, another 8-player bat card. Let's see, Ryan Sandberg again. Keith Hernandez from Seinfeld. Tony Gwynn, probably one of the best pure hitters of all time. Mike Schmidt, the most underrated. Dale Murphy, Tim Raines, Gary Carter, and Dwight Gooden. What a card, you guys, from the 1984 NL MVP votes. So I'm guessing that means that all these guys were the top MVP votes from that year. So that's pretty cool. Number to 25. Someone's going to pay top dollar for this card. I believe so. And then let's go to the next stack. What do we have here? Rod Carew, numbered out of 3. Very rare card. Oh, look at this, you guys. Carl Yastrzemski, numbered bookend 1 out of 40. Game used bat. People love Red Sox stuff, so I think this should sell for a lot of money. I don't know why Randy Johnson has a game used bat card. He did play in the NL for a while, especially with the Diamondbacks and also for the Giants. But somehow they got a hold of his game used bat, and here it is in this card form. Good for the big unit. Cecil Cooper, number to 5, looking good. Bobby Bonilla Day. It's today, apparently. This is numbered out of, I believe, 8. These numbers are kind of interesting. I can't tell what parallel this is. It's probably like silver or something, but they decided that this should be number 8 for Bobby Bonilla. Another 8-card lot. This is very low number 2. Carlos Beltran, Bernie Williams, Dwight Evans, Ron Say, Bill Buckner, Lance Berkman, Omar Vizquel, and Will Clark. So a bunch of really good names. A few players that have played for New York teams. Some Giants, it looks like. So I think, when I look at these names, I look for players that played in New York, Boston, Chicago, San Francisco, Dodgers. You know, I like those big names because there's always a lot of collectors of those teams and cities. Rusty Staub, I do not know you, Rusty, but I'm sure you were a great player if they made a game used bat card in 2024 for you. Ronse, game used bat, pretty cool. This is a bookend number 40 to 40. There's always a premium for bookends, believe it or not. 8 card lumber card incoming right now. Don Baylor, George Brett, first time we've seen him. Fred Lynn, Jim Rice, and then we have German Thompson, Buddy Bell, Eddie Murray, and Steve Kemp. I thought it said Sean Kemp for a second. I was like, for the Sonics? 7 out of 25, awesome. So this is from the 1979 AL MVP votes. So a very, very highly sought after card. Another Mark McGwire, the Big Mac. People love the Big Mac, him and Jose Canseco, who we just saw in the earlier clips. Don Sutton, 1 out of 4. I think Pete Rose has had some fun stories about Don Sutton. This it out online. I always love hearing Pete Rose share some stories. I kind of want a Pete Rose game used bat, actually. I don't know if there's any in this lot, but let's see in this bunch we have Ken Caminiti, Mike Piazza, Ellis Burks, Chipper Jones, one of the most popular Rays of all time, if not the most popular. Barry Bonds, Andres Galarraga, Gary Sheffield, and Jeff Bagwell. Wow, what a collection. Tons of home runs in this 1996 NL MVP vote. Lots of really high-powered players right here, especially Bonds. Ronse, number to 4, super, super low numbered. I like the fact that these are super low numbered. Aaron Judge. So one of the few modern players that were a part of this lot, but Aaron Judge is definitely a highly sought after card of any sort, and here we have him in a game used bat card, so low numbered and everything. So there's going to be someone paying top dollar for this card. That's probably going to be one of the more expensive ones. Tom Seaver, number to 40, pretty darn cool. And then we have Robin Ventura, first time we've seen his name over here, number 23 himself, wearing Michael Jordan's jersey for some reason. Robin Ventura, Al Oliver. I do not know you, Al. Looks like you played for the Pirates, maybe, out of 40. Hopefully there's some Al Oliver fans out there. And then we're on to our final stack. Once again, this costs $310. So I think we'll make a pretty penny off of this. Richie Zisk. I do not know you, Richie, but I'm sure you were an awesome, awesome hitter. And then we have another one of these fancy 6-player bats. Oh my gosh, Hank Aaron, number 1 slot right there. Oof. That by itself is going to get a lot of money just from that player. Dale Murphy, Joe Adcock, Eddie Matthews, Chipper Jones, and Ronald Acuna Jr. How about an Aaron and Acuna on the same card? 5 out of 6. That's super, super sweet. I think this could potentially be my most expensive card in the lot. So time will tell. We'll see if this can overtake the Johnny Bench auto, but we will see. Big Mac, once again, making another appearance. This was super low number to 2 out of 2 bookend. Actually, when there's only 2 cards in existence, both the cards are bookends, technically. Gary Matthews. I do not know Gary. I know the name just because I know the junior one. I know his son. But I've never seen a Gary Matthews highlight, unfortunately. Marquise Grissom. I'm a little surprised Marquise got a card here. A solid player, but wasn't exactly Hall of Fame or close to Hall of Fame in my opinion. But nevertheless, there's someone's going to want that card. JD Drew, another very solid player, not quite in the Hall of Fame. I remember he had some really good years, I think, with the Diamondbacks or the Dodgers. Dave Parker, you guys, we've seen him a few times so far. 3 out of 4, awesome looking card. And then we have another 6-player card, and check out the names on this one. Pudge Rodriguez, Juan Gonzalez, Al Oliver, Nolan Ryan with a bat card, believe it or not. And here we have Richie Zisk again and Buddy Bell. So a plethora of random players, but all of them pretty darn good. And this is a really interesting looking card. Once again, Carlos Beltran. We already had this one. I don't know if it was number 2. If it was number 2, then we have both cards in our possession, which we can maybe say that we completed a set. Carlos Beltran, Miggy again, and Teixeira Stan. I know I pulled this card earlier when we were talking about how 3 of them played for New York, how awesome that is. And then the 4th guy is Miggy, one of the best players of all time. Ben Ogilvy, Gorman Thompson, awesome looking dynamic dual card. We're gonna wrap it up with Jim Wynn, Carl Yastrzemski, Willie McCovey, and Orlando Cepeda, number out 25, 4-player card. bat card, which is awesome. So we got all these cards once again for $310. Incredible deal. We're gonna go ahead and start listing this on eBay to see how much money we can make. Thank you guys for stopping on by. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Next show will be a card show regarding the plant/sports card show mini show in Castro Valley. So stay tuned for that. And I want to say, everyone out there, please have a safe day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.
Washington is up to now. Claudel Washington.
That's one of the most interesting situations. There's about 3 pages in the rule book. It gets so complicated.
Bouncing ball up the middle, and Claudel gets a base hit. And he likes to run. He can run, and with the score tied, he probably will run.